Fine, good afternoon to you all students. Hi students, how are you? I hope you all are fine and you all are doing well. So warm greetings to you all students. Welcome to our today's online class. So now we are studying about chapter 13. What's the title of our chapter? Python and CSV files, isn't it? So before I am going to start about today's portion, just recall what are the things I have taught at the last class. Okay. So last class we have started this chapter 13, isn't it? So I have started this chapter 13. So what are the things you have studied in this chapter? So already you were studying lot of things in this Python programming language, isn't it? So last class you have studied a new concept called CSV. So listen, and also yesterday I asked you to study 3 important questions, isn't it? So what are the questions I asked you to study? What do you mean by CSV? Difference between Python and Excel. Then rules to be followed to write a Python and CSV file, isn't it? So have you all studied? So very important question. You can expect 5 more questions from this chapter. Okay, very important chapter also. So have you all studied that questions? So what are the portions I asked you to study daily? So please study daily portions. Okay. So and also one thing I am reminding. So I have corrected your papers. Okay. Of all exam papers I have corrected. So how many of them are watching this online class? I don't know. So some things I am instructing. So quarterly exam onwards I am telling. So I asked one question LEGB rule. Isn't it? So LEGB rule question. For your examination, if they ask means what are the things you need to write? First you need to write the LEGB rule, then definition, then LEGB, that tabular column, then diagram, then types of scope. So all the things you need to explain. But many students have written only the LEGB rule alone. So that things alone you are wrote means only you will get 2.5 mark. Understood? So again and again I am telling quarterly exam onwards I am telling the same thing, but you are doing the same mistake. And also I asked you to write. So whatever the diagrams are there, please use scale and pencil to draw. That also I am instructing. That also you are not following. So what you are following I don't know. Please follow this one. Okay, that LEGB rule question. And also next thing, string operators. So string operators means, so you are writing only till this repeating operator. So that also quarterly exam itself I said. So you should write the slicing, stride, everything. But you are not. Some students have wrote. Okay. Some students have wrote, but many students have written till repeating. That's wrong. Okay. So if you are not, that's wrong. So if you are wrote till repeating means you should get only 3 marks. 2 marks you will lose. So only I am telling you should write fully. Understood? And also that's the second question. Third question, tokens. Operators also you should just define. What do you mean by arithmetic operator? What do you mean by relational? Just definition enough. No need to explain the full symbols, explanations, and only definitions. That also many students have not written. Same mistakes you are doing. Why I am instructing means, so the same mistake, if the question they are asked for your annual exam means same mistakes you are going to do. So only I am instructing again and again. Okay. So please listen carefully. These mistakes don't do in next exam. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to study about this chapter. Okay. Last class what are things I have taught? What do you mean by CSV? What do you mean by CSV? Comma separated values. Isn't it? What do you mean by comma separated values? So the field and so each and everything you are giving in a row as a line. So in a line how many fields you are giving? Each and every fields are separated using a symbol commas. Isn't it? Next, the same thing, this CSV file is a text file. You can able to open in any text editor. Then have studied how you need to create a new CSV file. How you need to create using Notepad. So open a Notepad, then choose the file menu, then choose file new. Then you should type the file, then save the file. What's the extension for saving CSV? .csv. Then so if you need to display the things in comma in the output screen means you should give inside double quotes, isn't it? Then the same thing you should display the things in double quotes means you should give the double quotes needs to be doubled, isn't it? Then rules you have studied. Oh, these are the things I have taught at the last class. Okay. So today we are going to study about first thing how you are going to create a CSV file in Excel. Understood? What's the first thing you are going to study? How you are going to create a new CSV file in Excel. Okay. So first step is you are going to open your CSV file in Excel. Okay. So what are the things you are going to open? First you should install the proper software. So which software Nicker? Which software is required to open the CSV? So last itself you are studying Excel and text editor, isn't it? So you should install the Excel, Microsoft Excel in your computer. Okay. So to open the file in the Excel means, so you should save the file in the format of .csv. Understood? So what's the extension for saving the file CSV? .csv. Last class itself we have studied the extension for saving the file CSV file is .csv. Okay. So one example they have given. By seeing the example you should know how you need to create. Okay. So this is the normal CSV file. Okay. This is the normal CSV file. This is a normal Excel file. Okay. So this Excel file will contain, likewise this sheet we are calling as a spreadsheet or worksheet. Okay, so what's the name of this page? Spreadsheets or worksheet. So here each and everything, this columns, this one, rows are declared by the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this till 1000 something. Okay, so Excel 1000 something rows are there. And columns like this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like this it is going on till Z. Okay, so rows are given by numbers and columns are given by alphabets. Understood? So now what you are going to study? You are going to create a CSV file in Excel, isn't it? So first you should open, if you need to, so open the file in Excel means you should install the Excel software in your computer, isn't it? So if you install the Excel software in your computer means you should open the CSV and also you should save the file in CSV format, then only you can able to open the file. Then open this Excel file. Okay, open, then immediately if you open the Excel file means this page will open. Okay, then what are things you need to type? That things you should type here. Okay, so here they are typing what are things: item name, cost, rupees, quantity, profit. Okay, keyboard cost, something, this and all. Likewise, what are the things you need to type? All the things you are going to type here. This is the sample for Excel file. Understood? Next thing, so once you have typed finish, like the C program. C program, what you will do? First you will open the file. Then, so last year practical program, what you will do? First you will open the C++, Dev C++. Then you will type the file. Then save the file. So what's the next step? You have opened, then type, then you need to save the file. For saving the file, you should select from the file menu, you should select save as option. Okay, this is an important one more question. So from the file, which one you should select? Save as option. Understood? So from the file menu, see, so this Excel here you click means, so a lot of new, save as, cut, copy, paste, lot of things will come. Okay, otherwise here you need to click save. So if you click here means the lot of menus will come. Here you should select which one? Save as option. Okay, so if you are selecting save as option means this dialog box will open. Understood? If you click the save as option means how many which will appear? Dialog box will appear. Understood? Listen carefully. So in this dialog box, here you should give the file name. So which name? Based on your wish you can give any one file name. Okay, so here you should give some file name. Then next column it asked for save as type. Isn't it? Save as type. Here you should select CSV. Why you are going to open a CSV file? Listen it. So here you are going to select which one? CSV. Okay, so the extension for this one is CSV. Understood? Here the file, in the place of file name you should give the file name. In save as type you should choose CSV. Then you should click this save button. Then automatically your file is saved with the extension .csv. This is the format you are open and save the file. Understood? Okay. Next, after saving the file, you can able to open the same thing in text editor. Already you have studied the CSV file is a which file format? Text file format, isn't it? So you can able to open the file in text format, isn't it? So in where? Text editors. What are the text editors you have studied yesterday? Notepad, WordPad, MS Office, Excel, etc. Isn't it? So you can able to use any one of the text editor and you can able to read. So after saving the file, if you double click means the file will open in the text editor. If you open the file in the text editor means same thing will display this as an output. See, each thing will be displayed with comma separated values. Understood? Understood? This is the way you are creating a CSV file in Excel. Understood? Okay. Next one, how you need to open a CSV file. So now you have studied how you to create a new CSV file. Listen it. Now you are going to create. Now you are going to study about how you are going to open a CSV file. Okay. So if you installed a Excel software in your computer means. Okay. So already if you are installed Excel software in your computer means by default CSV file will open automatically. Understood? So if you are installed Excel software in a computer means by default if you are opening the file means automatically the file will open in Excel. How you need to open means if you choose the file and double click. Okay, choose the file and double click. If you double click the file means automatically the file will open in Excel. And so that's the first step. What's the first step? So already you have installed Excel file in your computer means. So if you choose the file and double click means automatically the file will open in Excel. That's the first thing. Next step, next way is, that's the first way. Next way is, first you should choose the file. Understood? First you should select or choose the file, then you should select open with. Understood? First you should choose or select the file, then you should open with. Select which option? Open with. Okay. Then in the open with, you should choose your CSV file or Excel file. So which file you need to open, that file you should select and open. Understood? First you should select the file. First step is already simply if you double click means automatically it will open. Next step, if it is not open like that means next you should select the file, then click open with option. Okay. Then open with option, then select which one? Your CSV file or Excel file, then the file will open automatically. Understood? That's the second way. Third way, then you open the Excel. Directly you open the Excel file, then in the Excel file select file menu. So okay, three ways I am going to taught here, three ways I tell. Please listen carefully. Third way is open the Excel file, then select open option. Excel, which menu you should select? File menu. From the file menu you should select which option? Open option. Okay. Then immediately if you click the open option, you should see whether the file name is here. Already you have saved one name, no? That name is there or not. If this file name is not there means you should change the file type. So what's the format for changing the file type? So either CSV file, always have the extension .csv or txt. Okay. So if the file is not given in the same format means the file won't get open. Understood? So three ways you have studied. What are the three ways? One time please repeat. First, automatically select the file and double click. Automatically it will open in Excel. Isn't it? Then what's the second step? What's the second step? So select the file, then select the file, then select open with option, then choose the file, double click it and open it. Okay. Then third option is, so select open the MS Office Excel, then select the file menu. From the file menu click open option. From the open you should select your file name. Okay. So if the file name is not in your proper extension means change the type and open the file. Understood? Okay. Next thing is read and write CSV file using Python. Okay. So first you have studied create a CSV file. So you have studied, you know to create a file. Now you know to open a file. Now you are going to read and write the file. Okay. So first itself you have studied a Python has important module name called CSV. Okay, so using this CSV module, you are going to perform lot of operations. Okay, so this CSV module have lot of objects. Okay, the CSV module contain lot of objects. Okay, so this object will help to create, read, write and process the data to CSV file. Okay, so the CSV module will contain lot of objects. It is used to read, write and process the data. Understood? Okay, now we are going to study about how you are going to read the CSV file. Okay, what you are going to study? So how you are going to read a CSV file. So there are two ways are there to read a CSV file. Understood? There are how many ways are there to read a CSV file? Two ways are there. Very important 5 more question again and again I am telling. Please listen carefully. Last year they have asked two half-yearly exam and annual exam. I think it's a revision exam. Very important question this one. Please listen carefully and study. Okay. So there are totally two ways are there to read a CSV file. Okay. So what are the two ways means? First way is using CSV modules reader function. Okay, what's the first method using? CSV reader function. Okay, second thing is dict reader class. Okay, so what are the two ways to read a CSV file? First way is using reader function. Second way is dict reader class. Okay, so if they ask this question for 5 mark means you should write like this and you should draw this or this tabular column diagram. Okay. Flowchart you should draw. Okay, what are the two ways? Once more you say, what are the two ways are there to read a CSV file? Reader function and dict reader class. Understand? Okay. So listen carefully. First, how you are going to read a file? How you are going to read a file? Listen carefully. So normally you are going to read something in your textbook. What you will do? First you will search your book. Where the book is there. First you will search. Then what you will do? Yeah, open your book. So you will open the book. Then, so you will search the page number, which question you need to read, or which question you need to write, or which question you need to study. Search the page number. Okay, page number find out. Then what you will do? Particular question you should read, study or write. Okay. Then afterwards what you will do? After studying, close the notebook and you will keep it. Okay. Same thing, same process. Just this example keep in your mind. Okay, so if you need to read a file or if you need to read a file from some other or if you need to open a file, what are the things you need to follow? Okay, first listen carefully. First you should, then 3 steps they have given. So only I said this example just to keep in your mind. So to read a file, what's the first step? To open it. Likewise, how you will open your textbook, just open which file you need to read, just open it, that's all. Next, after opening, perform read and write operation. Okay, so after open the book, what you will do? Which question you need to study, that question you will read and study. That's a process, isn't it? Likewise, first you should open your file, then perform. If you need to read the file means read it, or if you need to edit the file means edit it, right? That is right, read or write operation. Okay, so that also over. Third one is close the file. So after performing, likewise in a notebook, after studying what you will do? You will close the notebook. Likewise, after studying, you will close the notebook. Similar way, after performing all the things, you will close your file. Understood? 3 things you should know to read a file. What the first one is you should open your file, step 1. Second step, you should read and write the thing. Third one is close the file. Understood? So this diagram also you should draw. Listen. So to open a file, this Python will have a built-in function. Built-in means already a predefined. Already you have studied built-in function, user-defined, lambda function, everything, isn't it? What do you mean by built-in function? Built-in function means already defined. In the software itself, already this function is defined. Likewise, this Python has some built-in function. So which built-in function means opener function. To open a file, already a predefined function called which one? Opener function. Important one more question. Python has a built-in function dash to open a file. Which function? Opener function. Okay. So if you open one file, immediately it will return one file object. Very very important 2 mark question. Okay, this is very very important 2 mark question again, and I am telling, please listen carefully. So if you open a file, immediately it will return a file object. Okay, so what's the file object means? Handle. Understood? What's the file object? Handle. Okay, once you open a file, immediately it will return a file object called, what's the name of the file object? Handle. Okay, so using this file object you can able to read or modify the file. Understood? So based on this file object you can able to read or modify the file. Understood? To open a file, which is the built-in function, in which built-in function is used in Python? Open up. Okay, so immediately if you open a file, so it will return one file object. What's the name of the file object? Handle. So what's the use of this handle? Used to read, write or modify the file. Understood? See this example. So in this question, if the ask means, you should write this example also. 2 methods are there to open a file. Listen. First, f equal to open of sample of text. What's the meaning? Means you are opening a file. Which file? Text file sample.txt. That is open up. You are opening a file from the directory or from the folder or from your drive. Open a file. So immediately if you are opening a file, it will return a file object. What's the file name of the file object? Means f. Understood? Here what's the name of the file object? F. This is the first. Directly you can give f equal to open of sample.txt. That means immediately it will open a file from your folder or directory or drive. Next step is f equal to open of, listen, C, likewise pyprg ch1 sample.csv. This one we are calling as the path. Path means from where you have stored. What's the meaning? In C drive, pyprg, this folder, then this is the file name, csv file. Here also what's the file object? F. Understood? 2 methods you have studied to open a file. What are they? First one is directly you can open a file from the directory. Second one is specifying the path. Understood? Okay. So listen. So if you need to open a file, you need to specify the mode. So which mode you need to open a file? So you might have heard about CD, rewritable CD. Isn't it? What's the meaning of rewritable CD? Read and write. So you can able to read. That means play the CD as per your wish. You no need means delete it and rewrite it. Isn't it? Likewise, if you are opening up files, here you should specify modes to define. Read mode or write mode or append mode. Okay. So what's the thing? If you need to open a file, you should specify the mode. What are the modes? Read mode, write mode or append mode. Okay, that's the thing. Next thing, you can also able to specify the file is opened in which format, either in text format or in binary format. Understood? So you are opening a file, you should specify the mode, in which mode the file need to be opened. Read mode or write. Read mode means only you can able to read, you can't able to edit. Write mode means you can able to read it, write it or edit it or anything. Or append mode means you can able to add more file. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing, you can also able to specify in which format the file need to be opened, text format or binary format or anything. Understood? If you are not specifying any format, means default the file will open in reading mode. Okay, that is in text mode. If you are not specifying any mode, means it is automatically open read in text mode. Okay, normally already you studied this file is a text format. So the things, the data are displayed in form of strings, that means characters. Okay, so when we will use this binary mode means when if you are going to use open some images or exe files, that kind of files if you are using means you should specify binary mode. Okay, so binary mode will return in the form of bytes, but text mode will return in form of strings, that means character, but binary mode will return in the form of bytes. Understood? Okay. So now we are going to study about Python file mode. This is very very important 3 mark question, very very important 3 mark question. So listen carefully. Okay, what are the file modes are there to open a file? First one is R. Okay, R, name itself having R, reading. So R means, R mode means open a file for reading. So if you are specifying the mode as a or means you can able to read the file. That's the default mode. If you are not specifying any mode means also automatically the file will open in which mode? Reading mode. W means next mode is W. W means you can able to open a file for writing. Understood? W means you can able to open a file for writing. What do you mean by writing? You can able to read a file as well as write a file. Okay. So if the file is not exist means you can move the file from there. So it will return the file is not exist. Understood? That is or and W. Next, X means exclusive operation or exclusive creation. Okay, so open a file. One file among another one file you can able to open. That is already the file is present means it will give the message this operation failed. Understood? Next, A means appending. So appending, the word you have studied in string operators. Append. What's the meaning? Add some characters at the last. Likewise, for you are specifying the mode as A means, so you can able to append the file without modifying any changes. You can add the file at the last. Okay. So if your particular file is not there means, so it will display messages file is not exit. Understood? That's the meaning of appending. Then T means text mode. Open a file in which mode? Text mode. That's the default mode. Two default modes are there. What are they? Reading mode. If you are not specifying any mode means automatically the file will open in reading mode and automatically the file will open in text mode. If you are specifying B means binary mode. What do you mean by binary? So it will return in bytes. Isn't it? Bytes. Binary. Okay. So when you will specify this binary mode, if you open some images, pictures or something, anything, at that time you can specify which mode? Binary mode. Then plus symbol. Plus symbol is mainly open for updating. So if you need to update something in the file means you should specify which one? Plus symbol. Understood? Very important question. How many modes are there? Totally 7 modes. What are the first one is or for name itself having reading. That's the default mode. Next one is W for writing. Okay, open a file for writing. Next one is for X, that is exclusive creation. What is mean exclusive? The file is not there means already there means exit. Already if you are not there means it will give truncate. Okay. Next, A means appending. That means adding the file at the end without modifying any changes. Okay. If the file is not exist means it will display the message file is not exist. Then T means text mode. That's the default mode. B means binary mode. That is in bytes it will display. Plus means reading and writing. Understood? See this example. So already you have studied what's the meaning f equal to open of sample.txt. What's the meaning? It will open the particular file. So you are not specifying any mode, isn't it? But if you are not specifying any mode means automatically it will open in which mode? Read mode in text. Understood? Same thing that only they are giving. So it is if you are not giving anything means it is equivalent to read mode. Same example, see the next one. F equal to open of sample.txt W. So what's the meaning? So you are opening the file in text mode with write operation W. What's the meaning? Here you can able to write or edit or anything. But here you can't able to edit or because you are not specifying any mode. But here you are specifying mode W. So here you can able to write it or edit it. Okay. Next one, listen. F equal to open image1.bmp or plus b. What's the meaning? or plus b. So here you can able to read it and write it in binary mode. Understood? So B means binary. Images means directly it is open in binary mode. Understood? Okay. So next one is the garbage collector. So what do you mean by garbage collector means? So unreferenced objects. Okay. Simply you are defining object but you are not using the object but it will occupy some space. That unreferenced object we are calling as an which one? Garbage collector. So that kind of object immediately need to close the file. For that, listen, First you should open the file. Okay, so if equal to open a particular file you are opening, immediately you are closing the file. Listen, here in nothing you are giving, but first immediately opening, next f dot closing the file. Okay, so likewise if you are immediately closing means some exception or error will occur. Okay, so error will occur. The file is not closed properly and some error will occur. To avoid that, you used to give with the statement, with the statement. So immediately you are opening the file and closing the file, you are not closing the internal files properly. So to avoid that situation, error will occur. To avoid that one, you should give with the statement, with the statement. So if you are giving with the statement along with close, so internally all the files will close properly. Understood? See this example. With open. See, listen, with open test.txt. What's the meaning? Opening the file test.txt in read mode. Okay, next listen, f dot open and f dot close. With open means already it is open, and next you are giving this f dot close means it will free up all the spaces. Okay, because with open, with keyword if you are giving means internally, if you are immediately giving close of function means immediately it will close all the internal files and it will free up the space. That is called garbage collector. Understood? Okay, so up to this enough. So what are the things so you have studied today? What are the things? Important questions you have studied. The Python file modes as well as CSV reader, two functions. What are they? Dict reader and reader method. That's very, very important. And the modes question. Okay, after completion of this session, that dict reader method as well as modes question. So very, very important. After completion of this session, study and write in your computer notebook. Understood? Okay, remain you can continue in the next class. Thank you students. Thank you.